Did you know the ability to sit down and stand up without using your arms is strongly associated with longevity and lower mortality risk? But most adults gradually lose this strength simply because they don't know to practice it. Welcome back to my Daily Wins podcast. Let me ask you a question. If I sat you on the floor right now, could you stand back up again without using your arms? So whether it's going down to sit on the floor, whether it's sitting in your chair at work, whether it's at a desk or a bench or a sofa, today's daily win is to sit down, stand up again, and then sit down once more, but without using your arms. So in a chair, that can be very simple. You sit down, you're replicating a bit of a squat type motion. If you're going all the way down to the floor, it becomes slightly more difficult. But this is a mindset that I adopt across every single opportunity I have to sit down, whether it is a bench, whether it is at home, whether it's at work, whether it's on a sofa, whether it's in a meeting. I will always sit down straight away. I'm just going to stand up again and then I'll sit down once more because at the very least, it gives me one extra squat every time I sit down on a chair. And at the very most, when I sit down on the floor, it allows me to work on a practice that I've been doing for a few years now, which is to stand up again without using my arms. My children find it a lot easier than I do, but I still find my own way of making it work. And this is a daily win that I'm very big on because here are 10 things you may or may not know about this habit. Number one, lower body strength is one of the strongest predictors of independence in later life. Number two, balance declines over time unless you practice it. Number three, functional strength at home matters a lot more than a lot of the numbers you hear banded around at any gym. Number four, the sit to stand test is used clinically to assess mobility. Number five, leg strength supports metabolic health. Number six, glute strength protects your lower back. Number seven, balance training reduces the risk of falling as you age. Number eight, repeated small strength challenges compound over time. Number nine, inactivity accelerates muscle loss with age. And number 10, practicing movement keeps the nervous system sharp. You see, strength isn't just about aesthetics. Strength is quite literally a form of life insurance. And at this point, I'd like to play my would you rather win versus drift game as far as this daily win is concerned. So would you rather practice strength daily or gradually lose it over time? Would you rather feel stable or feel uncertain? Would you rather protect independence or rely on support? Would you rather train mobility quietly or regret neglect later? And I want you to ask yourself which direction your current movement habits are reinforcing, because you can't be doing both at the same time. You can't be winning and drifting. And the simple fact of life is that if you do nothing with regards to your strength over the course of your life, as you get older, you will start to lose it, and you will start to lose it quite quickly once you get to a certain age. And a daily win like this is designed to give you the chance to practice something every day that takes no material time out of your schedule, but it enables you to practice strengthening your body in a way that can make an enormous difference to your longevity and your vitality. And it genuinely doesn't matter if you're winning or drifting in this regard, because we always have the ability to change our decisions moving forward. And even a lot of very capable adults don't do things as simple as this because it can feel so unnecessary. We think, I'm fine now, so I'm always going to be fine. If I can do this now, I'm going to be able to do it forever, until suddenly, one day, it starts to feel a lot harder. Because muscle loss doesn't announce itself. Balance decline doesn't feel dramatic. They happen gradually because we drift. We sit more, we move less, we use our arms too much, we avoid discomfort. This daily win interrupts that drift. It inserts micro strength into daily life without the need for a gym, without needing a lot of time, without needing any resource or equipment, just needing our awareness. And if we think about you 20 years from now, would we rather you were able to sit down and stand up and climb stairs and get off the floor and do it feeling strong? Or do we want it to feel like a bucket load of effort? Because our functional strength determines our independence later in life, and independence will determine our dignity. So think of it as small reps today, protecting your capability for tomorrow. And if you want a way to think about this as a real life example, stronger legs mean a lower risk of falling later in life, a lower risk of injury, Lower healthcare costs. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. And one of the most frightening things that I've learned is that when we hear and read about falls of people later in life, it's not necessarily the fall itself that can be fatal, but it's the condition of one's body at the time they have the fall that will determine their ability to recover from that fall or not. And if that person's bones aren't strong enough, if that person's muscles aren't strong enough, those two indicators go a very, very long way to determining whether or not that person can recover from a fall. So I'll say it again. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. And if you want to think about ways that you can implement this safely in our routines today, it's very simple. Every time you go to sit down, whether it's a sofa, a chair, a bench, on your bed, as soon as you sit down, just stand back up again without using your arms. You will instinctively know what to do, but you stand back up again and then you lower yourself back down. People around you, if you're in company, won't even realize what you're doing. It will have happened so quickly. And even if anybody does ask, what a great chance to say what you're doing. You can say, I've just done my daily win for today. Every time I sit down, I stand back up without using my arms and I sit down again. What a great conversation piece and a great conversation starter and great opportunity for you to then inspire them to start doing the same thing. And you can also speak to them about the various ripple effects that come off the back of it. Because when you practice this sit, stand, sit daily win repeatedly, you're going to strengthen your legs. As a result of that, your balance is going to become sharper. As a result of both of those things, your confidence is going to increase. As a result of that, your posture will probably improve. You're going to find other similar movements in your day a lot easier. You're also going to strengthen your independence. So, from one tiny daily win of just standing as soon as you sit down and then lowering yourself back down again, you are experiencing some massive longevity related ripples. And as far as your health, wealth, and happiness are concerned, from a health perspective, the sit, stand, sit movement builds lower body strength, it improves balance, it supports joint stability, and it reduces the risk of falling later in life. Remember, functional strength is deeply connected to our long term independence. For your wealth, maintaining mobility reduces the risk of injury and long-term healthcare costs. Independence protects financial autonomy and reduces reliance on external support. And as far as your happiness is concerned, feeling physically capable increases confidence and reduces the fear of aging because you trust your body more, and that trust can change how you live. These are real ripple effects. This isn't just about exercise. This is about your future capability. And here is today's truth. If you don't use it, you lose it. So practice strength in small, innocuous moments, because in doing so, you protect your future. I end each episode by asking you a question that you can answer in the comments below. And today's question is this. If you tried to stand up right now from wherever you are without using your hands, how easy or difficult does it feel? And what does that tell you about your current strength? Have a think about it. Let me know what springs to mind in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Big love, Big Daddy.